Hello. Hello everyone, Kazurikodo here. Welcome and welcome back to Path to Nowhere. And we are going to continue with the third part of the main story, which is the NA. Something that I realized today. So when I was checking the main story, so it says like N7 and N8, and I was like, wait a minute, isn't it last time we only have like N3 and N4? So just wondering like where is the N5 and N6? Like is it like the Shattered Blade? But it's just so weird that you just jump like that. Like it could be the Shattered Blade, but well, you know. Right. So one more thing. Today I decided to reforge Zoya. I haven't read fully because like she has like full of text. Like oh my god, the amount of text in this one. Holy hell! Oh my god! Hi Orde. Wow, you're the first one. Rare occasion. I think everyone is out. I mean like it's weekend anyway, so it's fine. Yeah. So this text. Ooh, good luck with that. I think I need to study this. So I'm going to try use her, but don't expect me to actually understand what's going on because I'm just gonna use her randomly. So yeah, just gonna do it for fun, really. I'm probably gonna test it maybe on the weekend once I've done with stream and everything. Is the time where I actually going to try the new character. Yeah, I have time today too also. All right, so without further ado, before I start, let's sum up what's going on last time. In case you miss it, or maybe you forgot, or maybe you're too focused on Russ being cool. So, Russ and Hypatia meets with the three leader, at the very that we know is three leader of the Farland settlement. In which one of the representative of the Lunary Society also come and proposing them to go to Führer because like according to the Lunary Society or the representative which is named Dake, okay, his name is Dake, that the DCT is trying to make a peace treaty kind of with the Alliance or Farland Alliance or maybe like also with Fraser, and they are promising to working together on getting Hypercube on the Führer. Russ and Hypatia definitely feel something is suspicious, so they go first into the Führer first. Okay, and they found out there that I think there's like that place Führer is a mess. That's just full contaminated, and the most plot twist is there actually no Hypercube. So they find out that it seems that the Fraser or the Lunar Society representative is trying to kill the three leader on that Führer, and then they try to put the blame on the DCT, which is basically try to put the blame on Margaret at the time, right? So naturally, Hypatia and Russ trying to prevent that. Hypatia managed to indirectly help the three leader to escape from the contamination on Führer, while Russ is basically facing with the representative of the Lunary Society, which is named Dake. Yeah. And also the one undergrounder is also appear there. And so Russ is kind of fight and heavily injured. Dake dies, not because Russ killed it, but because the undergrounder killed Dake, right? And also Hypatia kind of helped Russ to fight the undergrounder. And one of the Aurum Secretum warrior was misunderstood. When she arrived in there, they thought the one that killed the representative is Russ and Hypatia. So the situation kind of escalated after that. They make the Outland people is much more hate on Russ and Hypatia now and more DCT, so they try to kill them now, and then until our mommy Margaret come to the rescue and tell them to actually run away from the Führer, and she left her behind. She's alone, by the way. She's alone. No weapon, because what she's trying to do is basically like to offer peace. But naturally, because of these Outland people, is just already so angry and they just shoot bullet on her. Whether Margaret is safe or not, well, that remains to be seen. And that's where is the cliffhanger happened yesterday. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. So hello Turbo, welcome. So yeah, without further ado, let's continue from where we left off. Oh, by the way, it's increased now, it's 8, so probably it's gonna be longer. Because last time it's only 6. It's only 6 from the NN7.
Now, who's paying the line cover here?
Twilight approaches, the last scent of blood carried away on the wind. The old woman stepped across the sandy earth, are both firm and light. After days of long travel, she finally lifts her dust goggles, revealing a pair of stern, penetrating eyes. From the fortified hill ahead, figures rise one after another from behind sandbags and mounted guns, waving to her with unguarded joy.
It's Helga! Helga's back! Lift the lockdown!
Should have given us a heads up, Helga. We'd have rolled out the welcome wagon.
Save the fuss. Just let him know I'm here.
Is that a camel? I just saw a camel just now. Hi Julian! I thought you were out. Inside the Farland Alliance Council tent, the leaders have just concluded a hollow discussion. The real question, whether to bind their future more closely to Fraser, has since yesterday's incident been settled in a consensus. This is the scene Helga walks into. From the seat of honor, Jabara scrambles to his feet, ready to surrender the chair to the rightful authority. The former revolutionary soldier and current Farland Alliance diplomat newly returned from Fraser. Oh, so Helga is one of the leaders?
Oh, stay put. You look comfortable there, and I'm good standing. Wouldn't get a clear view of all your faces from way back there anyway.
Just a little late. Her gaze sweeps over the companion she hasn't seen for so long. There is Yokna, who has governed the Rift Valley for years, reliable in minor matters, yet maddeningly indecisive when the stakes are high. Jabara, guildmaster of the merchants, has spent a lifetime chasing coin. He lacks vision but can acquire anything, anytime. And Rael, all impulse and rough edges, but a superb warrior and an even better trainer. The Farlands would not function without them. Knowing their flaws all too well, Helgas had instructed them before leaving to convene a proper council on the matter of Fraser and this city. Now as her eyes land on the blackboard at the far end of the tent, the word Fraser struck upon it. A faint conclusion settles in her mind.
And let's hear it. What's the situation?
We trust you've been well. With the unrest along the route and no word for so long, perhaps bringing some of our own escort would have been wise in hindsight.
And who's to say our own ain't got this city's spies mixed in? With her skills, she's safer moving alone. Not all of us need a whole damn guard detail just to cross a road.
Enough. If our intel on this city wasn't shit, and Fraser wasn't breathing down our necks, Helga wouldn't have had to risk her neck for us in the first place.
Yokna shoots a glare at the two men, all talk, no substance. She spits out her toothpick and launches into the story of everything that's happened since Helga left.
Never would have guessed. That kid's Hypatia Campbell. No wonder she knows Aurum Secretum tech like the back of her hand. I liked her. Still do. But the proof's right there.
What? So what happened to Margaret? Helga's brow tightened. She remembers the girl as they met in Fraser days ago. But Margaret never mentioned authorizing a journey this deep into the Farland territory. And the man with her, almost certainly a city spy. Then there's also the Luminary Society to consider. Her eyes flick towards Saina, hunched in the corner, suddenly honing her blade without a glance upward. The Luminary Society influence spreads through the Farlands on the reputation of its Aurum Secretum warriors. They already have the people's trust. Add addition to the mix and this situation can only sour.
Seems the schemers got restless while I was away. They all think they're hunters. All convinced there's treasure buried out here in these white sands. First they feed off our dead comrades' despair. Then they prey on the living's hope. Fine. Can't blame us if we bag the prize before they do. Step into these swallowing sands, and be ready for them to be your grave.
She steps to the blackboard and begins methodically laying out the intelligence gathered since her infiltration of Fraser City.
This city hasn't won, but we haven't lost either. What matters now is this. Neither this city nor Fraser has a damn clue where the hypercube veins are since the Black Ring vanished. That Black Ring, the one our Farland kin poured everything into, is just gone. It's not that they won't tell us. They don't know where it is either. This Unity Gala is nothing but a consolation prize. A peace offering to shut us up.
The tent, after days of heated argument, falls abruptly silent. The leader's eyes meet in flickers, then dart away. Hands clasped loosely before her, Helga meets each gaze in turn, steady and deliberate, reading the unspoken conflict on every face.
At least Fraser's still trying to get on our good side. They get it. We're all tied together. Sink or swim as one. They wouldn't just ditch the Farlands when things get rough. Why else send that society rep here to show off their hypercubes?
Wait, what? Are you not listening what Hypatia said? Like, they literally try to kill you. Though her voice carries a hint of hesitation, Yokna continues to argue for the value of the Luminary Society hypercube technology. Her people need that mind, and her determination to secure them is absolute. I think they just cannot take the truth and just choose the whoever say nicest thing.
Can we trust any of it? What if Fraser's just looking for a
Yeah, I know, right? I know, right?
Promises.
Because, like, if they accept it, then Jabara's mind works with the volatile speed of a market ticker, churning out ideas that defy all conventional logic.
Fuck 'em all! How many times have those Dish City mutts ground us into the dirt? The only reason the Farlands are still on a leash is because we got no real way to fight the mania. If it weren't for the RM Secretum tech, we'd all be corpses already. That black ring that can mine hypercubes was paid for in Furorian blood, and then it just happens to get lured right to the Dish City border. Whose damn scheme is this, huh?
Well, guess there's no point in even trying.
Farland Alliance. From the very first day, I've never once seen you all stand as one. But this time, you've really outdone yourselves.
Helga swallows her rebuttal. With a silent inward sigh, she turns to leave, only for Yokna's voice to cut through the tense tension. Yokna draws herself up, extracts a briefing document from her coat, and lays out their next plan.
We've captured that Dish City Outland Affairs officer who showed up after. Calls herself Margaret Curvaz. She's already secured in a rock prison.
She captured or let herself be captured?
Care to question her?
The Dish City Outland Affairs officer?
But she doesn't know. Rock prison. I thought you were gonna say rock, paper, scissors. A fortress of stone and despair, prison cells are gouged into the sheer cliff face, each sealed by a heavy, steel-reinforced door. The only opening is a small ventilation window, its frame so savagely eroded by relentless wind and sand it has nearly melted away. Beyond that barrier is nothing but a sheer 100-meter drop. The sole access is a ricketing hanging cage. To live otherwise would require wings. Inside one cell, the prisoner appears almost serene. With slender fingers, she delicately peels open a withered grain to feed a small bird resting in her palm. The name Rock Prison is just so funny in a way. So pretty. The groan of the prison door breaks the quiet. She turns her head and smiles.
I'd almost thought you'd forgotten me. I'm pleased you've decided to visit at last.
So pretty, yeah, she's so pretty. What a mom.
The Ark's cannons are itching to fire!
Huh?
Last
Who
time,
was that?
emotions were running rather high. I'm not sure how much you truly heard. Perhaps I should reintroduce myself properly.
Imagine like you were in prison and you still look that good. Yeah, right. I was thinking the same thing. The heart surrounding cannot diminish her innate grace. She greets each visitor with a measured smile and the impeccable bearing of a hostess receiving guests in a salon.
You must be Miss Yokna of the Rift Valley encampment. We met briefly before. Your people were somewhat less cordial than you.
That depends on the company, miss.
And you are Mr. Rael. I've heard stories of your beautiful wings.
What?
Mr. Jabara, you may not recall, but we have met twice before. At the NF-106 Great Expo, and again at the embassy reception in Frasier.
Wait, 106? That mean... how many years ago? 9 years ago? Jabbar represents Titan. He swivels toward Helga, urgency sharp in his movement.
As you know, I've traveled extensively for the Alliance over the years. It's not surprising certain attentive parties might have noted my movements.
I am aware that each of you leads a city-state or community in the Farlands. You represent countless ordinary people who call it home. As the Peace Ambassador, I have long wished to speak with you all directly about the future of the Farlands. Yet my messages have been met with silence. Now, it seems we finally have the chance.
Fuck your peace! The Farlands never asked for peace from this city, not when it's built on our people's blood. We only want blood for blood.
They say this one's silver-tongued in Frasier, yet leaves no trail. Now she has let 2 Dis City killers slip right through our grasp. We can't afford to be gentle.
Please, let me explain. Consider, if this were truly a trap laid by hostile forces from Dis City, assassins would have been lurking around the ruins. The moment you emerged, they would have overwhelmed you. But that is not what happened. I came to you alone, unprotected, to clear their names and to speak with you directly. The real culprit has used your prejudice to frame 2 innocent people. Their goal is to sow deeper hatred between the Farlands and Dis City.
Her voice holds a gentle warmth, and her manner radiates genuine sincerity.
I know I am not welcome here. You may even see me as an enemy. The hatred between Dis City and the Farlands has festered for so long it feels unbreakable. And now, we have just endured another war. But I had to come, for the sake of the peace I believe in.
All eyes watch the woman with wary scrutiny. Though they're captive, she stands unbowed. Her posture is straight, her bearing unbroken and resolute.
In my memory, the Farlands and Dis City were not always at odds. When I was a child, my father often traveled here for diplomatic exchanges. It is true that during its expansion, the Discord government committed many atrocities against the Farland people. That ended with the government's collapse after the establishment of Edge in NF-103. Afterward, the Farlands and Dis City entered a period of reconciliation.
Why witnessing Margaret doing her manipulation thingy is so enjoyable.
The turning point was NF-104. That year, Dis City suspended hypercube exports to the Farlands, declaring them an emergency strategic resource and imposing a full embargo. That embargo rapidly soured relations between us. By then, I was already in Frasier, hearing only one narrative. It claimed Dis City was hoarding vast hypercube stockpiles while leaving people of the Farlands to die in catastrophes, all while secretly selling them back at exorbitant prices to drain the Farlands of their wealth. But the truth was quite different. In NF-104, a massive, unexpected explosion occurred in our hypercube mining operation, deep in the West District mine. What you now call the Führer Black Ring is actually the 5th Black Ring. What exploded back then was the 2nd. Yes. We understand the Farland's suffering because this city endured a similar calamity long before.
It made me curious, is there any Black Ring outside the city, like in Istia or maybe the rest of the world?
That Black Ring destroyed vast infrastructure, and countless workers were lost to the mania. Hypercube mining ground to a halt. Far from exporting, this city itself faced a severe resource crisis. While we fought desperately to contain the Black Ring and restore production, the Farlands not only offered no aid, but launched waves of public condemnation and protests against us. Tell me, who was pulling the strings behind the scenes? And who stood to gain?
Get to the point. What are you trying to say?
Fraser acts as the middleman in trade between the Farlands and this city. After the hypercube shortage post-NF-104, Fraser stockpiled most of the hypercubes that this city did export, then spread the lie that this city had imposed a monopoly and embargo, all to stir hatred. We tried to make amends. At the NF-106 Great Expo, we hoped for a peaceful gathering to unite all sides. Instead, Fraser detonated BR-003, sabotaging the expo I had worked to organize and directly sparking the year-long Outland War. Do you truly believe BR-003 was a ring weapon deliberately created by this city? When such a thing emerges, who suffers most? Do you think we welcomed it? Fraser fears contact between us because they know the buried truth will surface. When it does, the people of the Farlands will clearly see who they should truly stand with.
Honestly, I don't really know if Margaret means it or not. I can tell.
I did not mean to assign blame, only to set the record straight. To you, they claim this city restricts trade. To this city, they express grave concern over the Farland Alliance's hostility. All while Fraser keeps its own hands clean.
I won't listen to your twisted words. No one but Fraser ever lifted a finger to help us. The Aurum Secretum Institute, the anti-mania devices, which of those wasn't built with Fraser's support?
In fact, we have maintained normal trade relations. Mr. Jabara, you are aware that recent Hypercube shipments to the Farlands came through deals with Nirvana, all at fair prices. I should add, I personally facilitated those agreements as well.
What? How did you...
Under the way of their murderous glares, Jabra mops his brow, his hand coming away slick with cold sweat. Finally, with a visible internal shift, he steeled himself to confess everything. Oh, what did you do?
Yes, all right. After the Great Expo, I secured the exclusive transport routes between our territories. When Fraser halted the hypercube trade because of the war, I arranged several shipments through Nirvana. If not for the sandstorms, then the apostles after the Black Ring, those hypercubes would already be in every town.
You son of a bitch!
Oh my god. Oh, you know how it goes. We will only see what truly on her mind closer to the end. I know, yeah.
Why are you shouting? Haven't you used hypercubes too? I did this for everyone's good, and this is the thanks I get?
Oh. Jabbar's city smuggling was the last thing Ryle expected. Incensed. He turned his fury away from the traitor and fixes it on Margaret.
Spare us your divide and conquer tricks. Everyone knows Jabara's a weather vane who bends with the wind. And Yokna wasted her time at that worthless expo because her nerve failed. Dizzying. Our blood once soaked the sand from your blades. You should have known then. Some of us don't forget.
You take pride in wielding Aurum Secretum, don't you, Mr. Rael? Even Miss Campbell never imagined her brilliant creation would birth such a twisted form of hope in these sands. But she didn't develop Aurum Secretum for war or to turn on other humans. It was meant to fight the Black Rings, to survive catastrophes. When did the Aurum Secretum warrior's purpose shift to vengeance? Who twisted your aim with hate and now leads you chasing the Black Ring to your graves?
That intonation is so good. Margaret times her pause perfectly, watching the flush of anger darken Rael's face.
I believe I've clarified the past grievances. I trust you'll judge wisely.
Now I get it why she's the ambassador.
Now, let me present what I've actually come to offer you. Recently, BR-002, the second Black Ring lurking beneath the West District mine, was eradicated. The threat is gone, and new mining operations have been revived. The West District is rebuilding its facilities. Once production resumes, the new hypercube output won't just make up for the deficit since NF-104. It will surpass previous levels.
Whoa, that many?
We will soon be free from the scarcity that has plagued us. And this prosperity, I sincerely wish to share with all of you in the Farlands.
The room explodes into a clamor of shock. What? There's so many people?
You mean this city's new mine? The hypercubes? You'd share with us?
No smuggling though, Jabara.
Of course. Provided we maintain a peaceful partnership.
But as Rael said, the last time Dissians showed up in White Sands, it brought only blood. If you truly want to negotiate, this city should show good faith first, just as Fraser has.
What phrase are you talking about? After a moment of visible struggle, Yokna grits her teeth and forces the words out.
Fraser has already named their price. If this city wants to win us over, they'll have to offer more.
Ah, right. If that society representative wasn't killed, we could have had our own Führer mine. Having our own would be far better than trading with this city.
But there is no... Oh, are you even listening? There is no hypercube in Führer.
Exactly. Extracting hypercube veins is difficult, but Fraser has promised the Luminaris Society will help us establish our own mining operation.
Where?
We trust the Luminaris Society far more than your shadowy Nirvana.
Oh, okay. School them, Margaret. School them.
The Luminaris Society?
Oh, here we go.
Haven't you realized it yet? Who do you think staged that incident in the Führer ruins?
The warmth vanishes from her voice, leaving only a cold edge.
Let me tell you something. This city sent our most skilled prospectors to camp near the Führer ruins for half a month. They surveyed for over 10 days and found no trace of hypercube deposits.
The beast into your soul.
The Luminaris Societies claim that they can find hypercubes in Führer. What a daydream.
With a subtle gesture, Margaret calls a dove to her hand. The small creature tilts its head, its soft cooing delivering Hypatia's logical assessment.
The hypercube radiation logs show absolutely no residual signatures. Those signatures cannot be scrubbed. The only logical conclusion is there is no hypercube in Führer. Not now, not ever.
A deadly silence hangs for a breath, then chaos erupts in the cramped stone cell.
What? You're saying there are no hypercubes in those ruins? Impossible! I bet everything on this.
Didn't Hypatia said that before? This should be the second time you heard it. I think no hypercubes in Führer. The Luminary Society lied to us. No, the real liar must be this woman right in front of us. It's this damn Dissian. Amid the chaos, a figure lunges toward Margaret. A sharp kick sends them stumbling back with a heavy thud. Into the cleared space steps Helga, her face stern.
Enough. Stop making fools of yourselves. Get out, all of you. I need to talk to this Dissian alone.
Well, Helga know what's up. You make us look stupid, get out. That's basically the summary. Resuming her seat, Margaret unfolds her ornate, delicate fan. With practiced grace, she lifts it to conceal half her face, leaving only her enigmatic smile visible behind its frame.
Thank you, Helga. I knew our friendship meant something. Now, it's just the two of us. Like when you came to Frasier to kill me. Did you know you're quite bad at that job? Guerrilla warfare and assassination are entirely different. The first only needs conviction. The second requires letting go of all sense of conscience. Take Rael, a pure assassin. He isn't swayed by what he hears or sees. But you, my friend, you believe what your eyes show you.
Save your breath, Margaret. Your tricks don't work on me. You're good at your job. You spun a web in Frasier for over a decade. So why are you in our hands today?
Helga's words are a scalpel, cold and deliberate, laying bare a raw nerve in Margaret.
You're short on people. Your so-called friends don't always listen. Now you're doing the dirty work yourself. Even stooping to use Campbell's daughter.
What?
Now you're being unfair. I genuinely admire my young friend.
I don't even know what's the real face of Margaret anymore.
She's kind and strong, but so often lost. The kind that makes you want to lend a hand. I've always believed she'll find her own way. Frasier is the one truly using you. They stirred your people to cultivate the Black Ring, then turned them into Arum Secretum warriors to die on the front lines. Don't you want payback for a blood debt like that?
Helga's eyes narrow. Behind her grey irises, a storm of memory churns. Smoking gun barrels, wounds that never truly healed. Her body almost trembles, a tremor born of old pain. Dead embers flare to life.
Revenge doesn't move me. If I were that easy to sway, I wouldn't have stepped into this cage myself. I'd have just let them kill you. You're an Outland Affairs officer and a spy. Oh, this city must have invested a lot in training you. So I'm sure you know why the Farlanders hate you all so much.
Grievances need settling. People want peace. That's exactly why I chose this path. In the end, nobody wants war, except the butchers who profit from it. Today's
The
Dis
butcher?
City fights only for peace.
Is it Clay? Helga lets out a short, incredulous laugh.
Fighting for peace. Don't make me laugh. After BR-005 fell, this city could have pushed for total victory. But you stopped. You asked me if this city didn't want to win. Huh. It's not that you didn't want to. You couldn't.
Helga is the goat.
The Discord hang over your heads like a sword. They've earned their honors but can't go home. You've got a new mine in the West District, but after months of bickering, production hasn't even started. You're pressured from all sides, with massive wartime investments in hypercubes and manpower waiting to be paid back. How could you afford to break Frasier completely? Well, what you really want is to dig up the power networks behind it, use them as leverage, and bleed them slow through blackmail. Your real goal is mutual profit. So the serpent in the shadows turns into a dove, released for peace, singing pretty while flashing its colors to fool the world.
Margaret's elegant smile stiffens, her teeth catching briefly on her lower lip.
Is there really room to drive a wedge between the Farlands and Frasier? Or are we just baiting your game? Cast out, fish hooked, line reeled in, then the catch slaughtered? But now you're the stranded fish here in White Sands. Nobody believes you. Nobody helps you. I know about your influence. It's temporary. Once they sober up, everything you've said will be just wishful thinking.
And you? How much better are you than me? Your followers are fools helping to count the profits of their own slaughterers. What can you do besides scream for blood and more violence? You know better than them. Your trip uncovered plenty of Fraser's schemes. But who can you actually tell? I bet since you got back, you've been listening to endless squabbling, stuck and unable to move.
Margaret is right. Helga realizes. She isn't suited to the assassin's subtle craft. Her first impulse, provoked by mere words, was to reach for her gun. Kill her, then lead a brutal purge of every threat to the Farlands. The logic of a soldier was clear. But she's not that revolutionary commander anymore, the one who knew only how to aim and fire. Without hesitation, Helga rises to her feet.
You have until dawn. Choose. Be escorted to Fraser as a prisoner, or crawl back to Dis City. Whatever friendship we had is done.
Helga storms out, the door crashing shut in her wake. Outside, the clang of a bell cuts through the air, calling the Purely operator to duty.
You can refuse my offer. But you know the truth. Alone, you can't change any of it. The Farlands will keep being used, lied to, and led down a path of ruin.
Because I feel like Farland is the position where they don't have any power. They only can be being picked by Fraser or being picked by this city. The rattle of shackles echoes as the iron cage ascends. Margaret finally rises to her feet. Her words come then, clear and unshakable.
Stop limiting yourself. Look up. See the wider world. If history has shown that relying on Fraser is no longer rational, why not try a new path? After I'm gone, the Farland's fate will continue. 10 years, 20, a century from now, in a future you won't live to see. Stuck here in White Sands, bled dry, generation after generation. Is that really their only destiny?
Finally, the iron cage grinds upward and out of sight. Silence reclaims the prison. Margaret lowers herself back onto the cell's only chair, the one with a broken leg. It wobbles treacherously, but she finds her center effortlessly, a subtle smile curving her mouth.
Helga, I'm afraid you're the one truly trapped in this desert. As for me,
her gaze drifts to the prison window. The birds perched along its ledge stir as if sensing a silent command. Their wings a sudden flutter before they scatter across the distant, open sky. Oh, okay, it's time to try the Reforged Zoya. Across the sprawling encampment, only a few figures are packing their belongings. Most vendors barely look up, their attention already returned to their work. A well-dressed visitor approached one of the stalls.
The big blow's changed course, so we're pulling up stakes. Ain't much left on the shelf. If you see something you need, best grab it now before it's all boxed up. There you go. In a bit of a rush, are we? Ah, sweets for the young lady. Takes me right back to my own girl. Here, take the lot. A little sugar helps any journey sit lighter, and it looks like you've got a serious one ahead. You and your brother mind yourselves out there in the grit, you hear?
Is it Hippa and Ross?
Whoa now, hold on! That's far more than we could ever use. You're too generous. Please, take some back. We don't hold with that sort of thing around here. Driving prices up just makes it harder on folks elsewhere trying to get by. I've already taken more than enough. Oh well, bless your heart, miss, you're too kind. Well, if you're sure, I won't say no. Can't believe my luck making a proper sale like this on my way out the door. My girl be tickled pink. Thank you, truly.
Still chattering, the vendor finally accepts the money pouch from Hypatia, his face lighting up with unrestrained delight.
We should be the ones thanking you. Truly. We are grateful for the supplies. If it's not too much trouble, could you help bring these to the car? My brother is rather occupied at the moment. I'm afraid he can't step away.
Like, Russ is more of a brother than Adelaide. The vendor helping to load the goods lets out a cheerful chuckle when he spots Russ in the vehicle.
So you're the brother, eh? Keep your wits about you in the deep desert. Something stirred up the beasts lately. More than usual. You look after your little sister now.
Of course. What sort of brother would I be if I didn't? The kind better left as worm food in the white sands, I suppose.
Russ still looking wounded so bad. This brother has a face pale as chalk, yet he wears a brilliant, incongruous smile. His words are even more bizarrely out of place. The vendor can only stare, bewildered, before mastering an uncomfortable smile in return. Hypatia smoothly steps in, ending the conversation.
Goodbye, and thank you for everything. I wish you and your daughter all the best.
The moment the vehicle door shuts, Hypatia's smile vanishes, washed away by a tide of worry. Wind screams, wiping sand into a beating haze as the open-top vehicle tears across the desert. Hypatia grips the wheel, knuckles wide, her foot jammed against the accelerator in a rigid lock. Oh, is she gonna drift? Where can they go? Where should she go?
Supplies are secured, but what's our next step? The communicator remains silent. With no word from Margaret, the Farland mission is at a standstill. And Mr. Rust's condition, he can't move yet. Perhaps we should seek out the contact he spoke of. At the very least, we can get him to safety.
I'm so curious who's this contact, and I really hope it's Zoya. Is it possible? Is it possible? Can Hippa drift like Hella? Hypatia is actually a really good drifter. I think she actually drift during the Cinex event. Just as she sinks deeper into thought, the vehicle jolts violently. Hypatia snaps back to reality. An ash monster is already on the roof, peering down at them. Fuck. Holy hell, he looks terrible. The creature is knocked clean off by a single blow from their newly purchased desert specialty, an extra long, extra dark, extra dry, super hardened bread. Huh? Is it really that hard? The culprit of this ridiculous maneuver is none other than the legendary Agent Russ, who now slumps in the passenger seat with eyes squeezed shut. His forehead slicks with sweat, like a feverish patient caught in a delirious dream.
Focus. We are technically running for our lives.
Mr. Rust, you've recovered already?
Of course not, Hypatia.
Hard arrest when the driver is philosophizing and misses the local wildlife moving in.
Russ props himself up halfway, movement strained. He reaches to peel the aurum sacratum sutures off from his skin, then offers them back to her.
Mr. Rust, what truly caused these wounds? I recognize traces of an underground origin. Similar, yet not quite the same.
Bread is a
They
dangerous
leave
weapon.
lasting damage.
I bet that's one of those, what do we call it? Bagel? The one that's really hard. Is it bagel? I'm not sure.
Given the
The
severity,
Germany
perhaps
bread.
it would be best to reach out to that contact you mentioned. If they're still nearby, they could escort you to a place where you can receive proper care.
And then what? Send you off on a solo rescue mission for Margaret?
Her face turns pale as she bites her lip.
Look, It's fairly obvious these aren't your garden variety lacerations. This is a potent, volatile, secret power. When you're a fully fledged legendary spy someday, you can file a formal inquiry. Right now, I need to rest and concentrate on accelerating my recovery. If you are truly in need of a conversational partner... Look, that bird is back.
It's back?
Oh, why Himeshi sound so happy? Through the shroud of ashen dust, a wing of white feathers emerges from the distant haze, sounding like a promise of divine guidance.
This city's peace ambassador has come to you.
This construct is different. It is formed almost entirely of concentrated special power, using Aurum Secretum only as a binding agent. This required the host to pour a vast reserve of their own energy into it, forging what is essentially a personal clone.
Hypatia, is everything going smoothly? Can you hear me? Or have you not yet reached a secure location?
Damn, the intonation when she speak with Hypatia and negotiating is like two different person. I think like that's part of her manipulative behavior. Oh, she to the point she's literally crying. Finally, the tears she has held back for days break free, streaming hot down her cheeks.
I can hear you.
Huh?
Miss Margaret, are you alright? Are you safe?
She never cried for Adelaide, you know, but she cried for Margaret. Wow. Is Adelaide is really that terrible of a brother? A familiar gentle voice flows from the little bird's beak. It flutters its wings, lifting in an unsteady arc, then hovers before the vehicle's windshield. Russ went through rigorous training and learned the secret technique of Lebaget. Legend say Lebaget deal magic damage.
I am well. The people of the Farlands are extending every courtesy. Thanks to the intelligence you provided, our dialogue is proving most pleasant.
It's probably gonna be on Russ Reforge Lebaget.
I'm just so relieved to know you're safe. I'm sorry. I failed the mission you entrusted to me, and I put you in great danger.
He basically like one of those child that try to get like parents or teacher validation.
You mustn't worry. You have already performed admirably. I'm transmitting coordinates to a location where I have arranged for support and a safe house. You may rest and recuperate there. Once you have delivered the intelligence that you found inside Führer regarding the underground to my specialists, we will proceed with the next phase of the mission.
Understood, Miss Margaret. I'll set out at once, and I'll get there as quickly as possible. Please stay safe.
Do not be afraid. Whenever you have need of me, I shall be with you. And I trust a certain legendary agent will, of course, honor his commitment and guide you with his utmost diligence. Isn't that so, Mr. Rust?
With that, the bird attempts to land on Rust's head. He smoothly intercepts it by donning his hat. A silent smile his only reply.
Name's Helga, with the Farland Alliance. You can trust me. We're tracking 2 Dis City spies who pose a severe threat to the Alliance, and I need your eyes. Just tell me straight. Have any outsiders come through here?
This city? Spies? No wonder. No, ma'am, I sure haven't. Never laid eyes on a Dissian in my life. This city's a world away. What do they be doing all the way out here?
Sana leans close to whisper something in Helga's ear. Then she saunters toward the vendors, her voice rising clear and deliberate as she speaks.
The 2 Dis City spies we're looking for are a man and a woman. They're killers. So I suggest every one of you think very carefully about whether you've seen them. Or would you like me to help jog your memory?
What if it's gonna be his skin, like Augustus having signature dress. With the coordinate recalibrated, the off-road vehicle tears across the white sands, throwing up a plume of pale dust.
That perked you right up, didn't it? She certainly has a way with young girls.
Because at least now I know what to do.
Margaret is safe, the plan can proceed, their objective unchanged. It's an enormous relief for Hypatia, who had feared she would ruin everything. To make amends, she floors the accelerator, pushing the vehicle forward in a determined surge. See? Outside, the white sand blur past in a pale monotony. But the scholar's eye catches irregularities along their route. Each time they pass large rocks formation, clusters of shadow linger in the darkened recesses. They gathered in strange silhouettes, small groups lurking near the sandy paths. Their intent and their target is unmistakably clear.
What are those?
Pursuers, stay sharp.
Russ tightened his grip on the gun, his nerve holstered. Before his warning can fully leave his lips, the figure vanished only to reappear instantly, clinging to the sides of their off-road vehicle. A dull thud of metal, an explosive bang of tires. The vehicle lurches violently, nearly throwing Russ clear. He summons every ounce of strength to wrench the wheel, aiming their ruined momentum straight for a fragile section of rock wall. It's from behind. Oh no, it's behind. Okay, stop. I want to try Zoya.
A bit of
so
theatricality
quick?
in battle. It's practically second nature.
The snow has stopped. Now, it's our turn.
My mission is here. Zoya doesn't need a thing, right? I think just a bunch of core breaker then. 0. Oh, but this it's not over limit. I don't think it will be good. I think I'm gonna struggle. I'm gonna bring LL for energy. Zoya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Who should I bring? Bring Nox just in case. Nah, whatever. Oh, Zoya has this thing. What the hell is this? Oh, the one that can attack behind is Ying Ying, I guess. I just remember that I cannot activate ultimate if I don't use over limit, am I? Or I still can. Operation unavailable. See, I told you I cannot use it.
Overflow. Warning.
So does it mean that she's not good with main story stuff?
Overflow.
Oh crap, it already died.
Enjoy the release.
Oh, is it? You can do it now?
I will end this darkness.
How does it fill up? Whoa, we got Wolf! Wolvie! Damn, look at that! That is so cool! That is so cool, I love it. How do I fill this in?
Overflow. Warning.
Can I give her energy?
Enjoy the release.
No, that's stupid. I'm just curious. Okay, I want to try the...
I will end this darkness.
Whoa. What she gonna do?
I will end this darkness.
Whoa! Is it like ice or something? There's so many animation, I love it. Oh, sorry, I
I'll
didn't
handle
read.
them. You do what you
Core
must.
breaks? Which one? Oh, I have to deal core breaks to fill the gauge? The pursuer attacked with ferocious intensity. Russ unleashed coils of red and black sorcery, snaring one attacker's legs while dodging another's blade. A wave of pain sears through his recovering body, making his movement falter. Hypatia pulls herself from the vehicle and sees Russ are surrounded, trading blows with multiple armed Secretum warriors. The wounds on his half-healed body are reopening. He won't last much longer. Bloody Russ muscle man, pretty lady, triple kill for my hearty. They can't afford a drawn-out fight. With that assessment clear, Hypatia's hands fly over the vehicle twisted frame, fingers tracing the embedded Aurum Secretum. Resonance blooms under her touch, waking the metal at every note. Just as she loses herself in the work, a cold glint flashes from the vehicle's shadow. A blade swings toward her, murderous and swift. Hypatia arches backward in a desperate dodge, strands of severed hair drifting to the ground. Her eyes widen. She knows that face.
I remember you. You're that Aurum Secretum warrior from before.
How can she be so quick?
Perfect! You recognize the woman who's going to kill you.
This glory belongs to
Whoa.
the pack.
To the pack. If you squint a little, they are like Team Rocket from Pokemon. Blue right there. Oh! No! There is no stamina! Well, I guess the stream is over, guys. I don't have stamina. Confirm.
Stay behind me. This time, I'll protect you.
This actually looks like Team Rocket. Actually, I got a really bit annoyed by Samia was fine sweat beads on Hypatia's brow. Through her mastery of Aurum Secretum far exceeds Sinus, it still takes every shred of her strength to bend the material just enough to pin her opponent down. The two of them hold their lock, each breathing hard, neither yielding an inch.
I don't wish to harm you. Please don't make me do this.
It looks like a sand. And I know this is probably light, but it looks like sand.
We are not the killers. At the Fura ruins, there was a third force present, apart from us and the Luminaris representative. The Luminaris Society has long been collaborating with the Underground. That scholar never suspected them, which is why he was caught defenseless in the sudden attack. There are no hypercubes in the ruins. It was a trap set by the Underground, using false intelligence to lure the leaders, aiming to capture every neutral faction of the Farland Alliance at once. When we uncovered their plot, they immediately shifted blame, framing us as murderers while still achieving their goal, escalating the conflict.
I just want to say this is probably the third time they hear this. Let's see if they change their mind.
Margaret has already warned you about the truth. Why can't you let this go?
Truth? How many honest words have ever come from a Dissian's mouth? You're all liars! All this damn contamination was brought by you! This tear zone stands as proof of your crimes! You want the Farlands threatened and oppressed forever! You can't stand to see us live decent lives! That's why you're after those hypercubes! Starting with that bird woman. None of you deserve anything but misery! Don't even think about leaving the White Sands alive!
At those words, the last thread of Hypatia's restraint finally snaps.
What did you do to Margaret?
Oh, don't mention Margaret or you're gonna unleash Hypatia true power. Sinus' eyes dart between the Aurum Secretum spider and Hypatia.
Her? She's finished.
Oh, don't provoke her.
You hear me? That bird woman has been taken. It's over for her! Now that I'm in your clutches, I accept my fate! Drop the false pity! Go on, kill me! Even in death, I'll be the spark that ignites the rage of every Farlander! Then, I'll drag you down to hell with me!
Blinded by rage, Steina explodes with sudden, shocking strength, driving her head violently into the gilded machina that binds her. The impact hammers through The impact hammers through Hypatia, staggering her backward, her weapons nearly flying from her grip. Blood gushes from the wound on Sina's brow, running over the aurum secretum tracings. The metal drinks it in, and a thick, sanguine aura erupts from her body, heavy and suffocating. She closes in, each step a dark, bloodied stamp in the white sand. The utter madness in her eyes is a chilling visceral threat.
No. Why?
Nearly stunned by this raw, self-annihilating hatred, Hypatia recoils, her back hitting a ruined wall. She can't confront her like this. In that moment, the dove streaks into view, intercepting Sina head-on. It moves with preternatural agility. Even when struck, it merely dissipates partially before cohering again, a phantom of energy and will. Meanwhile, more aurum secretum warriors have locked onto their position. Seeing Russ' injuries and his struggle against the numbers, they split their forces with chilling efficiency. One group pressing Russ, the other advancing on Hypatia. This can't continue. Russ needs treatments, now. Hypatia takes a breath, forcing calm as her eyes sweep their surroundings. Their car is a half-crushed wreck, no other vehicle in sight. They can run, but they need to cover, a hidden place and fast.
We can go in there.
Is that Tide of Ashes? An intense calamity terror comes into view. The area is a churning mass of perpetual storm and thick, foul contamination. The sky burns with a sickly purple-red hue, split now and then by jagged veins of lightning.
It's a catastrophe tear zone. A mania zone that formed after the catastrophes shifted course following BR005. Anomalies erupt there with unnatural frequency, and the terrain can reshape itself within a day. Once inside, we'd be difficult to track. Both Mr. Rust and I are sinners. Our innate resistance to mania is higher than that of ordinary people, even Aurum Secretum warriors. If we hide in there, we might just lose them for good.
The growl of the engine returning to life cuts through the chaos like a command. Russ evades a blade, weaves quick sorcery around his closest pursuer, and pulls back. As he passes the white dove, he lends his momentum to its strike, a unified blow that throws Sina off her feet. The off-roader races alongside him. At the last second, Russ drops smoothly into the passenger seat. His eyes follow Hypatia gaze ahead, and he understands their destination instantly.
So that's your plan? A bit dangerous. Thrilling, though. It's one way to go, I suppose. Go when you're ready. I'll handle the monsters. Remember, your only job is to protect your heart.
Before Hypatia can process his meaning, her foot stamps the accelerator. The car groans like a dying creature, lurching clear of the closing encirclement as it speeds toward the terrifying tear in the earth. Sina, seeing her prey escape, charges after them in a blind rage. Then the vehicle plunges into the tear.
You're not getting away!
Sina's enraged cries vanish behind them as the battered off-roader plunges headlong into the storm-ravaged catastrophe zone. Weightlessness hits instantly. The violent tempest seizes the vehicle, tossing it like a child's toy. The metal frame shrieks as panels peel away like paper. There is no control here, only the fight to remain aware as the world tears itself apart around them. The vehicle doesn't land. At last it comes apart in midair, shredded by the furious mania. The two are thrown clear like broken dolls, tumbling into the chaotic, lightless depths of the tear. Hey, gotta move it. Okay, go help him.
Overflow. Overflow. Warning.
Oh yeah, it's increased. So far so good, nothing wrong.
Hold still, my friend.
Oh crap, from behind now. Hey!
I will end this darkness.
Oh, did Zoe just pull the character, the enemy just now?
Hold still, my friend.
Overflow. Warning. Overflow. Warning. Overflow. Warning. Enjoy the release.
Oh crap.
Enjoy the overflow. Warning.
No, this one got a shield. Zoe, move.
I will end this darkness.
Damn it! After them!
Helpless to do anything but watch them disappear, Saina curses under her breath and immediately moves to give chase. A swift, nimble figure steps in to block her path.
What are you doing?
Fall back. That's an order.
The aura of command emanating from the Farland matriarch steals the breath from Saina's lungs. Helga is indeed leading this operation, but hatred has already burned away reason. Saina lifts her chin, meeting the elder's gaze in open defiance.
Why? If even Dis City rats dare go in there, why can't we?
No one survives a tide of ashes that strong, unprepared. Are you trying to get everyone killed?
Then I'll go alone. The cowards can stay. You talk about protecting us.
Ross is
Where
such a
were you when our
gigachad.
people were humiliated, sacrificed? Now you won't even chase down 2 rats abandoned by Fraser and cut off from Dis City.
Just let her jump. She's annoying. Oh. Oh snap. The sudden blow leaves Saina mind's blank. When sensation returns, her right cheek burns as if struck by a cannon. Helga once again being dug. Ignoring Saina's outburst, Helga pulls 2 sets of protective gear from her vehicle and tosses them at her feet.
If you're fool enough to go in there, don't you dare claim to be one of my people, even if you come back alive.
Wow. That's like saying if you go, you are no longer my child. In a sense. Meanwhile, inside the tear zone, Hypatia's head swims as consciousness returns. The world had spun her like a rag in a barrel. Now as her vision steadies, he sees only endless grey mist stretching in every direction.
Miss Margaret? Mr. Rust?
To think like the first name she mentioned is Margaret.
I did a good job controlling my strength this time.
Oh, it's quite quick, apparently.
Let us begin, but keep your distance. I'm sure you don't want my misfortune rubbing off on...
Miss Margaret? Mr. Rust?
The endless grey mist swallows the surrounding air and space, yet when she speaks, her voice cuts through with shocking clarity, echoing through the fog. Shh. A harsh voice comes from beside her, followed by a steadying hand on her shoulder. Hypatia turns to see Rust form flickering in the grey mist, appearing and vanishing like a ghost. Perched on his shoulder is the dove, radiating a soft white light. Though faint, its glow mysteriously pushes back the dense fog, creating a small, clear pocket around them.
We're both here, but we're certainly not alone in this place.
Oh, is that an apostle? He gestured towards several apostle phantoms drifting aimlessly in the distance. They appear to have lost BR-005 call, leaving them disoriented and confined to wandering along fading energy traces.
This tear zone isn't like the Black Ring. It has physical boundaries. We just need to find the right bearing and cut straight across. And take care not to disturb our local friends. Let's move. Margaret has little power left. She'll help shield you too.
Cuckoo. The dove nuzzles his head against Hypatia's cheek. Though silent, the gentle pulse of Margaret's power flows through it, soothing the searing headache that has tormented Hypatia since they entered the catastrophic tear. The three of them, if one counts the dove, whose true body is far away, began to pick their way cautiously through the zone. As a pathway of the Black Ring, the tear zone perpetually maintains dangerously high M value. An endless succession of contaminants and disaster phenomena bleeds into one another, twisting the terrain. Carefully skirting apostle remnants while dodging calamities, the three travelers look haggard already, and they've only been here a short while. The longer they stay, the more Hypatia feels consciousness drowning in thick, resistant fluid. Her thoughts slow, her steps waver. Even with Margaret's constant aid, the mental strain remains overwhelming. Shadow flickers at the edge of sight. Irritating whispers and hallucination brush against her mind. Russ and the dove have noticed her state. They stop deliberately, waiting. Hypatia grits her teeth, pushing herself forward. She refuses to be the one who holds them back. After struggling up a high rock for a better view with them, her legs finally give out beneath her.
I'm sorry. The density of mania here, it's far stronger than I expected.
Without this intensity, we couldn't keep our pursuers at bay. Don't worry, you're holding up. This tear zone is just an obstacle. We'll get through it. I'll handle the monsters. With Mr. Rust here, there's nothing to fear. Is that what you were thinking when you made such a reckless choice?
What? No, hallucination.
Oh, this person is strong, so I can trust them. I'm with the right person, so I can let go. That's why you'll never be enough, Hypatia.
That red eyes look so cool though. The voice is eerily cold, its tone entirely unfamiliar. As Hypatia watches in disbelief, the figure of Rust begins to distort before her eyes.
Who are you?
Dun 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 dun. Where's Russ?
A bit of theatricality in battle. It's practically second nature.
Overflow. Warning! Overflow. Warning!
Hold still, my friend. Hold still, my friend.
Enjoy the overflow. Warning! Overflow. Warning! Overflow. Warning! Enjoy the release. Enjoy the release. Overflow. Warning!
It doesn't break.
Overflow.
The monsters are gone. Emptiness reclaims the space. Hypatia clutches her head in pain, trying to pinpoint when the hallucination began. More urgently, if that Ross was an illusion, where is the real one? And where is Margaret? She staggers, steadies herself, and scans the area. The grey fog has vanished. In its place, dim silhouettes gather, more shadowy figures taking shape before her. Are they illusions or ghosts? The phantoms emit faint, fragmented whispers, audible only when she draws near. You really think the elders were right? That we might find hypercubes here? Where the black ring passed through? No, there's nothing. No hypercubes here. I was wrong. I never should have brought everyone here. Nothing inside but monster. Nothing at all. Oh, isn't that these two like the one that die at the beginning? It doesn't matter if I die here, but you must. The folks back at camp, they are still waiting. Search again. Keep looking. Perhaps in the next black ring, we will find what we seek. Hypatia faintly remembers hearing that after the war, many Farlanders ventured deep into Mania fields and catastrophic tears across the White Sands, searching for the lost BR-005 veins. Others might have dismissed it as a reckless gold rush, but for the Farlands, it was a desperate bid for their homeland's very future. The thing is, even though they found it, like you don't have the technology to extract it. But they lack the knowledge, they lack protection, most invested everything into little more than a dream. Now their phantoms pass straight through her, a bone-chilling cold that seeps from her soles to her skull. She spins around, but they flow onward, unmindful of her presence, murmuring their regrets to one another as they fade into the gloom.
This is
Sparta. Perhaps it is her scholar instinct, but she suddenly realized these phantoms are all moving with purpose, drifting toward the same destination, the absolute darkness at the catastrophic tear's heart. Where are they going? What lies in the deepest dark of the tear? The question burned in her mind, and she's just about to follow when a pain sharper than any she has ever felt lances through her skull, dropping her to her knees.
what?
The pain is immense, excruciating, radiating from the marrow as if every bone is being charred by infernal fire. The brand on her neck erupts, surging with frantic growth in this mania zone. Like a poison vine gorged on nutrients, it spreads and burns, releasing all its long suppressed power and agony back into her body. The world flickers madly between black and white, the ghostly figures of the Farlanders twisting into blurred distortion. Hypatia clutches her head, a silent scream locked in her throat. I think the Lunari Society. Without her knowing. Someone, please help me. Mr. Ross, Miss Margaret, anyone, please, I beg you, help me. Just as her consciousness teeters on the edge of collapse, a voice, gentle yet unnervingly chilling, cuts cleanly through the fog of her agony.
Hypatia.
God.
So you found your way here as well. I had thought only one Campbell would ever stand in such a place.
What?
Through the haze of agony, a familiar figure materializes, someone who shouldn't be here. He crouches before her as he did in childhood, his hand reaching out. Why this child torture is here?
Come with me, my dear sister. We have been bound by blood since birth. We have always been together, and so we shall remain. Isn't that true? You know I have always needed you, just as you need me. Even if the world turns its back on us, by the Golden Rose, I will remain at your side. Is that not what you've always wished for?
Brother? The agony is overwhelming, and the buried, childish longing for family affection nearly swallows her whole. Her hand moves on its own, reaching for Adelaide, but just before her fingertips brush his, a shock of cold reason tears through her mind. Wait, what are you doing, Hypatia? Have you really fallen this far to actually consider seeking guidance from Adelaide? Gosh, everybody hates you, aren't you, Adelaide?
No, you're not.
Actually, I'm glad Grandpa hair not blonde. What, me?
You're not my brother.
Ooh. Ooh. Is that like talking because he's an illusion, or just literally like deepest of her heart? At her near frenzied shout, a streak of white light shoots from beside her and slams into the phantom. It's Margaret's dove. The bird beats its wings with fierce fury, striking Adelaide's form like a raptor defending its nest. Each impact sharp enough to pierce. Under the relentless assault, the phantom shudders, then dissolves into splintering light, fracturing like a shattered mirror. If Grandpa blonde, then you will resemble Adelaide very much, you know. Huh? Really?
I'm always afraid I'll
I don't think
slip.
so. I think I'm more handsome.
Kids shouldn't be in this kind of place.
Freed from the illusion, Hypatia drags in a ragged gasp. She clutches the dove to her chest and holds it there, unable to let go. The agony from the brand still hasn't subsided. Each breath is a slow, deliberate kind of torture. Who? The dove, so ferocious a moment ago, now tilts its head and looks at her, nuzzling her cheek with tender comfort. A soft white light radiates from its small form, wrapping Hypatia in a calming glow. The pain in her body suddenly recedes, cradling the dove in her palms. Hypatia leans in, carefully returning the gentle nuzzle.
Thank you.
The dove takes flight again, moving with nimble grace. It hovers a short distance ahead, suspended as if waiting for Hypatia to follow. Over here. This way leads out of the tear zone. We will make for the rendezvous. I've already located Ross. Let's move ahead and regroup with him.
But
She bites back the words. I want to explore deeper into the tear zone. I think I've detected unusual fluctuation. The sentence formed in her mind, clear and urgent, but she can't bring herself to say it out loud. She's the one holding everyone back. Ross and Margaret have both stopped to wait for her. Without her, they might already be safe. She led them into this peril. What right does she have to suggest they linger for further investigation? What justification other than a scholar's intuition? A guess, nothing more? The dove, seemingly oblivious to her turmoil, grows impatient. It flutters up and down, darting ahead as if urging her to hurry. Hypatia takes 2 hesitant steps forward, only to discover another dove has appeared behind her, in the opposite direction. It's identical to the dove before her, emanating the same gentle, guiding radiance. The realization hits like a physical chill. She is still trapped. The illusion hasn't broken. Which way should she go? In a second, she hesitates. 2 more doves materialize around her, then 3, then countless others, reflected like fragments in a shattered mirror, each one dancing, beckoning. Will you come with me? The word seems to hum in the air, just beyond hearing. Don't you want to follow? And then in perfect unnerving unison, they wheel away, each taking a different path.
Wait.
Wait, don't go. She dashes toward one of the light specks, but the sand beneath her gives way. It becomes soft, treacherous, as if the ground itself is against her. She stumbles, scrambles up, and runs again, hands straining toward that fleeing speck of white. As if answering her plea, one of the doves wheels in a graceful arc and returns, hovering just before her. Its form shifts, becoming a silhouette of a person. The silhouette reaches out and takes her hand. And just like in that dream, her palm meets a warmth that is utterly undeniably real.
There. It's all right now. I won't let them harm you anymore.
Hypatia clutches her hand tightly. A gentle radiance flows from the point where their hands meet. A warmth so convincing she never wants to release it. This is real, undeniably, irreducibly real. Margaret's voice reaches her then, soft and steady, comforting her in the same gentle way she always has.
You're simply exhausted. The destination is nearly in sight, which is why each step feels so heavy now. You have failed no one, Hypatia.
She places a comforting kiss on the girl's forehead. I won.
Führer's promise is not merely a dream. They have transformed themselves into a nourishing downpour, striving to make flowers bloom in the desert. And you are the one who tends those blooms. You will guide the people of the Farlands to meadows abundant with flowers, where there are no storms or sands, and every face bears peace.
What should I do?
If someone ever said Margaret is not Hippa's mom, then I would like fight with them. Her breast shudders as the brand on her neck burns deep into the marrow, sharpening the torment in her mind. Yet she clutches Margaret's hand, stubborn, refusing to let go.
You will find those flowers. You will bring the promise of the hypercubes to the Farlands. This is not a place for you to linger. Rest a moment, and then continue on your way.
Margaret's gaze holds a gentle smile. Even the wind around her seems to soften. A fine sharp sting pricks Hypatia's dried-out eyes. But just as she begins to elaborate on her discovery, she sees that Margaret's form is dissolving. Even the warmth in her hand is fading.
No.
The worm vanishes, the illusion dissolves. All that remains is the aurum secretum, crushes to fragments in her own grip. Although that kinda sounds like a smooth flirt. Well, Margaret is really good with word. Her hands are empty, scarred with the searing marks of the spent power. The dove is gone. Understanding crosses over her, and with it, the feeling of falling endlessly into a hell of her own making. Just now, it was you. You strangled her with your own hands. Just now, it was me. I strangled her with my own hands. The more you seek guidance, the more you destroy. The underground mark erupts from the deepest layers of her mind. A torrent of whispers surges upward, drowning her consciousness in an instant.
What have I done?
A landscape of pure damnation overtakes her vision. All matter has been violently fused. Countless fragments of different materials are tangled and melted like wax, each texture a sullen testament to a separate, violent origin. Twisted limbs claw toward the sky in a desperate flee, while undulating walls pulse with the compressed layers of distorted, agonized faces. Hypatia cannot look away. The frenzied energy has commanded her sight. Even behind closed eyelids, the tableau remains etched in burning detail. Hypatia, help us. We haven't fulfilled that wish. You promised us a better life, so now, fulfill your promise, or else join us here. Give yourself to us. Will you kill me too? Whoa. As overwhelming noise crashes over her, the twisted dark mist has already crept silently to her feet. Remorse and anguish stabs through her, sharp as a spike. The pain is so visceral she buckles, folding at the waist, barely able to remain upright.
Lee?
Suddenly something covered her eyes. At once the shout and pleas fall silent. A weight lifts from her shoulders. Then, faintly, she hears a familiar voice.
Don't look. That isn't real. Reject it, Hypatia. You can do this.
This time for real or not? Don't tell me this is going to be another illusion. This ghost is so petty. I suffer, you suffer too. The CG is so perfect for a horror event. Yeah, my man is here. There's so many emotion between like 4 chats. Oh, is this boss battle? It is a boss battle.
But the hyena marks, she never loses.
Reject it, Hypatia. You can do this.
It's a voice she knows. At first she feels a surge of disbelieving joy. Then, as the recognition truly registers, it crumbles into overwhelming confusion.
Mr. Rust? Is that really you? Or is this just another illusion? It's a catastrophe tear zone. If we hide in there, we might just lose them for good. I failed again. I led everyone into danger. I harmed Margaret. And now I've hurt you as well.
How did she harm Margaret?
Or perhaps...
Everything before her hovers between illusion and reality. Wails of grief tangle with manic laughter. Countless hands claw at her even as they try to pull her close. Some belong to those she has hurt and failed. Others are phantoms she has desperately begged for help.
It's because I've made no progress. Because I still long to rely on someone. That's why these visions keep appearing. I'm sorry.
Why mistake me for a ghost? I'm very much alive. Come on now. Pull yourself together. A mania-born hallucination wouldn't be this cheerful, would it? Listen to your master. Open your eyes.
Yeah. Julian, don't imagine this part. Okay, listen to your master. Open your eyes. I do it. This dialogue is fit for like Love and Deep Space. Rusty. That light, cheerful voice cuts through the cacophony of madness like a clean blade. Slowly, Hypatia's unfocused gaze sharpens. The legendary agent is indeed standing before her, wearing his characteristic casual smile. Oh, what happened to his wound? Is it he's fully recovered?
See? I told you so.
Rust is alive, seemingly unaffected by the contamination seeping from him. If anything, this hostile environment seems to energize him. Oh, wait! Don't tell me Rust is... You know, like Rust has like... I don't know, like it was hinted that Rust have absorb... Not exactly absorb. Have like drawn power from Black Ring in a sense, you know. So is it possible like the inside of the tear zone is almost similar to the Black Ring? That he kind of like absorb it? Whatever had been haunting Hypatia has been pushed back, now cowering at the edges of the darkness. These entities fear him. They don't dare draw closer, as if a single step will see them torn apart and assimilated into his form. Rust more like lust for you. Yes, master. Order is joining. Come on, Hippa. Chief have such brief, beefy giga shot. He has grown stronger, more formidable than she will ever imagine. Problems she cannot solve, he always dispatches with ease. Should that make her glad? Hope we get more of them alongside with more mommy. What, you mean the male character? Though her relief is short-lived, another sharp, clarifying pain cuts through her. As reality fully reasserts itself, the true scale of her failure settles in, heavy and inescapable.
The pigeon is destroyed. Something has happened to Miss Margaret.
Hypatia raises her trembling hands, turning them over to reveal the scorch marks on her palms. They are the final, desperate testimony of Margaret's avatar, its last warning to her. And in her own consuming fear, she had missed it completely.
She was in such danger, and I still insisted on keeping the connection open. I led them right to her, didn't I? Here I go again. Always the same. I miscalculated the conditions of the tear zone, underestimated Fraser's ruthlessness, misjudged the sentiments of the Farlanders. If I hadn't stubbornly pushed to go to Führer, you and Ms. Margaret would never have fallen into their trap.
Yeah, but the Slender would have been successful. Well, technically, it's still successful though, because the Farlander is just so stubborn. She buries her face in her guilt-marked hands. The society sorcery is unnecessary now. Oh! If they don't interfere, then they will get the inheritance fragment. Beneath the relentless tide of truth, the scholar composure shatters like a dam, broken beyond repair.
Responsibility? All I've inherited is the Campbell's arrogance. Nothing but pride. Who did I think I was? Without others' guidance, what have I ever truly accomplished? Every stubborn choice I made, every single one was wrong. If I had just listened to you and left as told, none of this would have happened. How could I have been so blind until now? Tell me what to do, please. I swear I'll listen this time. I won't act recklessly again.
She clutches the hem of Russ's clothes with desperate force, like a drowning person clinging to the last solid thing in a raging sea. She is all she has left in her world, and she's terrified of misstepping again. Margaret will be fine, but she lived much more longer than you. She can handle it. I mean, Russ and Margaret will know which is trap, which is not their experience, you know. But Hippo acting reckless is what keep the plot going. So she basically the plot device. Russ watches her quietly. A long moment passes before he releases a slow sigh.
I should say something comforting now, but I can't, Hypatia. This is as far as I can take you.
Eh? A red fissure tears open from Russ's collar, twisting upward before blooming outward like a grotesque flower. Beneath it churns a deep, malevolent chaos, and within that void, a single golden eye snaps open, its surface inscribed with shifting runes. The hideous orb twitches, convulsing as it focuses, and it locks directly onto Hypatia's gaze. Instantly, she remembers. This was the secret shared between Adelaide and his suspicious friends. A symbol that filled her with equal parts revulsion and primal terror.
This is the underground sorcery. When did it take hold? How was this done? Who was it? No. Why didn't any of us sense it?
He shadowed from his cult.
It was that moment. But it shouldn't hold power like this. With this degree of corruption, your body will...
The fissure expands, splitting Russ's skin like a series of smiles that don't belong to him, each grinning mouth a gateway to a far larger, more terrible entity. The prolonged battle has awoken it. The residual contamination in the area answers the call, shrieking as it flows into the host's increasingly fractured body. The black ring, long thought perished, has awoken within Russ. With absolute will, it turns against its vessel, violently pulling him back toward the abyss.
No. No! What should I do? Tell me what I must do. Please! I beg you!
Russ looks down. He tries to move, but his body isn't answering. He lifts his head, finds Hypatia, and manages an apologetic smile.
There's something important. Do me a favor. survive through this tear zone, and find that contact I mentioned. Ask him to pass on a message. Tell that person back in the city,
He pauses for a moment.
Never mind. If I actually left some final words, he'd probably beat me senseless.
Who is this he? Who is he? Come on. His smile is now edged with quiet irony. Noting Hypatia desperate, shaking refusal, he falls silent. With visible effort, he raises his hand and lays it softly on her shoulder. The touch meant to calm the storm of her fear. I know, right? I'm expecting to say a her. Then I can speculate it's probably Zoya, but it's a he. Is it Chief? But I don't think Chief know Ross. Or at the very least, Chief never discussed anything about Ross. Like completely forgotten.
You don't need to do anything. At this point, it's a reverse.
I know, right? It's making me curious.
All of this is my own making. This body has a peculiar resonance with the black ring. It reacts unpredictably in environments with strong black ring effects. I knew the risk, yet I still chose to come to Fraser, gambling like a desperate man. Because I, too, had something I absolutely had to do. Accepting Margaret's request, agreeing to accompany you to Fuhrer, venturing into this tear zone. These were all my choices as well. I made them because I was intrigued by the possibilities you spoke of.
Oh, that's possible.
And because in you, I see who I once was. I understand the weight you carry. It's far too heavy for a child your age.
As he falls silent, Margaret's words from the start of the mission come back to him. Whatever her motives, he has to admit she reads people better than he ever could.
Calling you a child was condescending. You are an exceptional scholar. Perhaps even the kind of talent this land has been waiting for. I want to help you go further. Walk away from this charade. Set down the burdens that were never yours to carry. Find someone who can truly guide you. People like that do exist. I've even met one myself. He would protect you, cherish you, shield you from suffering you should never have to endure, heal your wounds, and guide you down the path you are truly meant to walk. I genuinely hope you find someone like that.
The Chief? It's like description of Chief.
But I can already sense it. You probably won't choose that correct path. We've both trudged through our mistakes for too long. We're too stubborn, incapable of letting go.
We're the same?
This 100% Chief, yeah.
Indeed. If you are determined to continue down this road, stubbornly resolved to see it through to the end, then allow me, as one who has walked it, to offer a few pieces of advice.
The hand resting on Hypatia's shoulder suddenly shoved her away. In the same moment, every wound across Ross's body ruptures at once. Contamination spills outward, swelling into a chaotic rift that yawns open around him. Half of his form is swallowed into the void. The other half twists violently, pulled into impossible shapes. Oh no, Ross! How Chief know him though? Well, Chief met Ross before, right? I mean, when the first time they're going to Drifter camp, he's the secret agent. He was still in the 9 agency at the time. Ross doesn't fight it. From within the devouring chaos, his eyes find hers, and he smiles.
First, objectively analyze the situation before you. As a scholar, you should excel at this. Recognize which outcomes are inevitable, and which actions are futile. You cannot save me. Understand reality. Accept loss. This is Lesson 1.
The song is like when you got maybe 100% affinity with your male character and now he's flirting with you. Like, it's like Bond thingy, you know.
No, you'll be...
Hypatia lunges forward to grab him, but the space between them warps and stretches. Each desperate reach only widens the gap, leaving her grasping at air as Russ is slowly pulled into the rift. He doesn't reach back. He only watches her, this stubborn, bewildered aftercomer, soon to walk the path he leaves behind.
Now, the mania here may create illusions, taking my form, Margaret's, or others, to condemn you, attack you, hold you responsible for all that has happened. Do not panic. You will face far more of this in the future. Once you leave this place, the path will not grow easier. Ahead, more people will blame you, make you their scapegoat. Those who hate you will slander your name. Even those you love may refuse to understand you.
I can't take this dramatic scene seriously because of cheesy romantic music and the fact that Russ gained more. Oh my god. I also feel the same.
If you have no time to defend yourself, cannot clear your name, and are unable to simply let go, if you remain stubborn and refuse to yield, then grit your teeth and endure it all, until your stubbornness becomes second nature.
The Aurum Secretum she releases is swallowed by the rift as if called home. She stands helpless. Even the ravenous contamination denies her, forced back by the relentless push of Russ' own will.
You will grow accustomed to receiving no praise, to disappointing others' expectations.
Oh my god.
One day, you will realize that forgiveness and redemption are beyond reach. You will continue to lose things along the way, with only weakness and failure as your companions. And you can only endure.
Rah. Chief, this probably like you know, the last time we gonna see him, okay? So stop being too excited.
But after enduring long enough, you will see that pain is just pain. You can bear it. We have already fallen into the abyss. But once you grow accustomed to it, even the abyss cannot stop you from moving forward.
I'm seriously confused. This is supposed to be a sad moment or what?
When the time comes, if you still haven't changed your mind, then pick yourself up and continue with what you must do. Only then will your stubbornness truly have meaning.
This is sound like one of those motivational speech on YouTube that you want to hear, but the one that's saying it is like the Ikemen. I don't know that kind of things actually exist, you know. So if you are really want that, you might want to record what he says in this scene and then put it on your phone, and then when you're feeling down, listen to his voice.
That's it for lesson 2.
But I'm all alone. I don't even know
Maybe
which
this
way
kind
to
of
go. I need someone to tell me what's right.
This isn't scientific research, Hypatia. No one will guide you, and correct exists only in delusion. This path likely has no endpoint, and you must walk it alone.
His advice to Hippa is like, you are fat, ugly, no one likes you, and the promise tomorrow, but cheer up, you will get used to it. Well, like watching that motivational video. Oh, great summary.
Living is its own kind of hell. Welcome to consciousness, survivor.
Russ watches her near panic face and feels something long forgotten, a pang of regret. Should he have been less flexible? Should he have been firmer and sent her away to that one who could truly guide her? Something he could never do. If he had tempered his recklessness, listened to his advice to be more cautious, could he have avoided this? He's been scolded. He's even promised him to be more careful with his own life. But what good would it have done? He could never have convinced her anyway. This apprentice of his is, after all, too much like him. I think it's gonna be in the interrogation indeed. Chaos rises over him in waves, pulling him under. His voice grows thin, filled with both regret and final guidance.
That is all the wisdom I can scrape from the bottom of the barrel. As one who has walked this path, I hope it helps a little when you stubbornly persist on your journey. As for the rest is just useless blessings.
But she doesn't want blessings.
I wish that since fate is fickle, it cannot always be cruel. May it grant you a few opportunities, and perhaps a little protection. I wish you could meet a few more friends to walk with you for a while, to support you. Best of all, bonds strong enough to pull you back from the edge.
No. Don't go.
Correct her one more time. Call her if he has to. Just someone. Please tell her how to move forward. Show her the way again.
If you remain this stubborn, forever marching forward,
that's too much.
Then I wish you.
Hypatia finally breaks through the barrier and lunges forward, but her hands only close on empty air. The rift has sealed, taking everything she wanted to hold on to. The bewildered scholar passes through the last fading imprint of him, stumbles and finally collapses to her knees in the mud.
I wish you would reach your journey's end, as you desire.
His last word dissolved like ghosts, leaving only echoes to linger in the tear zone. She's all alone now.
What should I do?
Weren't you listening to him? No monster, no direction, only darkness lies ahead. An immense emptiness envelopes Hypatia like a shroud, but she must move forward, alone and regardless of what awaits. What? We're gonna fight him? He's the last boss? I mean, like, not really last boss. I mean, like, the last boss for this second half. You know what? I feel like to use weak spot.
Ready? The mood is so perfectly put together. Now, let's make the conversation match.
I should switch to a cooler battle.
Oh no, there's not thinking. What's this? Oh, that's pretty strong.
For the purest form of peace.
Here comes the breaking news! Overflow! Warning!
Hold still, my friend.
Overflow! Warning!
That's pretty painful, I gotta say. Oh crap.
Its whispers. Overflow!
For the purest
Ouch.
form of peace.
Here comes the breaking news!
Hold still, my friend.
Enjoy the release!
I think they need to fix that bug. So, oh crap.
Overflow! Here comes the breaking...
For the purest form of peace.
Still hit from here? No, I don't think so.
Overflow! Warning!
Did he die? I'm pretty sure I used it a couple of times now.
Enjoy the release!
Oh shit, 0.
Listen. Enjoy the release! Overflow!
Did he show his score? I didn't notice because I'm too busy looking behind.
Enjoy
For the purest form of peace.
Here comes the breaking news! Overflow!
Hold still, my friend.
Oh crap.
Listen to its whispers.
Oh, he's also healing.
Overflow! Warning! Enjoy the release! Here comes the breaking
Listen to its whispers.
Shit.
For the purest form of peace.
Listen to its whispers.
overflow! Warning!
Hold still, my friend.
Enjoy the release!
For the purest form of peace.
Here comes the breaking news! Overflow! Warning!
Listen to its whispers.
Oh, that shield is so annoying.
Hold still.
Overflow! Warning! Enjoy the release!
For the purest form of
Here comes the breaking news!
How many? Oh, is it 3 times? Oh crap. Just use Augustus lol. Do you know what? I'm used Augustus too much to the point that when I try new character, I'm completely clueless. Like I'm so, Augustus is amazing, but it's really lower your IQ in a sense. So I just like, no, I want to have fun, you know. I want to have fun playing the game with other character too. Even it there too. Even it's Ross. His last minute event is kind of annoying. Yeah, he survived like 3 times. The darkness slowly recedes, revealing Hypatia standing alone among ruins once more. No one is left beside her. Even if she were to ask, what should I do? There is no one left to answer. You must find the answer yourself, Hypatia. In this contaminated place, there is only one mystery that calls to the scholar in her. Only one question that demands to be solved. By the way, just now I just like thinking like, so that's proof kind of like you don't need Sean anymore in a sense. You can just replace it with Mami Shin. Why do remnant wheels drift through this tear zone? Still move forward.
What? You're saying there are no hypercubes in those ruins? Impossible! I bet everything on this!
Dis City failed to find hypercubes at the main crash site. Now they look to its birthplace Führer. They intend to steal our hope.
Yes. That must be why Ms. Margaret brought people here. According to the observation reports, the data is thorough, internally consistent. There's no room for fabrication. The reaction concentration in the Führer ruins truly isn't enough to form hypercubes. This city, too.
The concentration is extremely low. This is a remarkably weak black ring, insufficient to form a mining deposit.
No, it isn't weak.
Lady Hypatia, why did you not tell us the truth? Why did you leave us behind? The image that have haunted countless nights return, flickering before her eyes once more. She stares, wide-eyed, and lets the nightmare unfold frame by frame.
I witnessed it myself. So many people. Such intense emotion. They completely overwhelmed every Aurum Secretum barrier across Führer. Average M value 170. No, at least 480. Density You'd need hundreds of apostles to cause that level of destruction.
But I'll still play Augustus Ciclid and drop my IQ.
Mania that concentrated wouldn't just vanish.
She pushes her weakened body up and slowly straightens her spine. Without the insight to unravel plots or the courage to face powerful foe, a person who is both incapable and fearful, if she still dares to call herself a scholar, then this is her final, fragile claim to that title. Confidential report of the city's scholars. The contamination of originating from a Black Ring's birthplace doesn't dissipate upon the Black Ring destruction. Significant purification efforts will still be necessary. It has been verified that BR-005 has been in a state of continuous migration since its inception, from Fuhrer to this city. This movement has produced extensive contamination along its path.
If both its origin point and its impact site show only this level of contamination, then a far greater amount of Black Ring residue must have been transported somewhere else, along its path of migration.
Countless words of accusation roar toward her again, sharp and piercing. This time Hypatia neither flinches nor weeps. She lets them strike her, and she pushes forward through the numb detachment. And in doing so, she finally hears what lies beyond them.
All this damn contamination was brought by you! This tear zone stands as proof of your crimes!
Its concentration would have to be high enough to disrupt catastrophes, attract apostles, and further condense the contamination.
This body has a peculiar resonance with the Black Ring. It reacts unpredictably in environments with strong Black Ring effects.
Its properties would need to be uniform, capable under specific conditions of simulating effects nearly identical to the Black Ring itself. The theory must be correct. At its core, there has to be.
Is it the center of the tear zone? Ahead lies an endless darkness. No light, no shadow, no path beneath her feet. Each step she takes feels unsteady, uncertain. This darkness is a distillation of every day and night she spent lost in confusion and fear. Every instinct in her body screams for retreat, for escape, in a desperate primal plea. And then, before she reaches the deepest dark, her silent plea is answered. A final vision unfolds before her eyes. A shimmering golden light, the guidance her soul has always sought.
No matter what happens, I will always be by your side, guiding your way.
You couldn't guide my way. No one else can. I'll find it myself.
Hypatia drags her body forward. Her steps no longer obey her will, carrying her slowly through what is both the first illusion and the last. Reality is bitterly cold, and she has returned to it. Ahead, shadowy phantoms drift, faceless, silent, their gaze fixed on her. She no longer resists, no longer fears. She simply walks mechanically toward the heart of the dark. And as she passes through the cold spirits, she begins to hear their whispers.
Ta-da! Let me present you to the finest settlement in all of White Sands! City of Rifts. Fuhrer! Welcome home, Lady Hypatia!
A cold that pierces the bone, a contamination that clings like tar. They climb her body together, slowly devouring the last fragments of her spirit.
Lady Hypatia, you're back!
Ah, Miss Campbell of Fraser. I knew you would come back to see us.
Thanks to the Aurum Secretum devices, all the homes damaged by catastrophes have been repaired. Everyone's moved back in, safe and sound.
And thanks to you, the marketplace is open again. Every household has brought their crafts, their specialties. Look, isn't it livelier than before? We even have goods from other towns now.
Soon, it will not be just Führer. Once Aurum Secretum technology spreads across the Farlands, everyone will have a safe place to live. Markets will stay open day after day.
Wow! Then I want to go see other places too. Help them build homes that are strong and beautiful. Then wherever Lady Hypatia goes, she'll see smiling faces and taste delicious food everywhere.
Even in the deepest dark and coldest silence, people welcome her with cheers and smiling faces, and she remembers every one of them. It feels like the old times again, as though she's back in Führer, but they are already dead. The thought alone strains her composure. She should be on the ground. She should be running away. Yet her earlier promise still stands. She didn't come here to flee. She must keep moving. The spirits press close, droning strange gifts from within their flickering forms. They pass them through countless spectral hands until the offering reach her. Their voices weave a gentle, insistent enchantment, urging her to stay, to feel how much they care. Welcome home. Welcome home, Hypatia. Wow, there's so many these things.
I'm sorry.
She reaches out and accepts every gift, holding them close to her chest. The inky contamination begins to corrode her hands and arms, seeping slowly toward her heart. From this day forward, as a child of Fraser, will you dedicate yourself wholly to this city and lead its people toward prosperity? There's so many cool, pretty CG this time. Yeah, I think so. I think like since the 3rd anniversary, they've increased the production quality. Yes, I swear. No matter the hardship, whatever the cost, will you never abandon your duty or betray your oath?
Yes. I swear.
Contamination seeps into her arms and chest, the brand at her nape burning. Image flash across her mind. But she no longer cares. She no longer fears any of it.
I know. They're all just illusions. All of this. It's only contamination. But what others may dismiss as meaningless, I cannot simply turn away from. I cannot let them go. And...
Oh, sorry. If stubbornness is the chosen path, then be stubborn to the end and carry all the hatred, curses, grief, and regret that come with it. I do believe that their budget actually go to the CG, because I think there is something they cut, as far as I know. Like a lot of people complain about the birthday art or something, but I know replacing it with chibi. Okay, so yeah, and some people call it like Aisno trying to I don't know, remove content, whatever. But well, I think the budget goes to stuff like this, and also we're gonna have collab also, right? So if assuming that, let's say the revenue is like remain steady, then and we got collab now, we got a lot of CG now, then certainly it's just budget, you know. The budget was moved somewhere else. It's not, they don't really cut corner or they don't really cut content. They just move the budget somewhere else and maybe experiment if people like it or not. Who knows? That's what I think at least. Yeah, collab with an anime. Embracing the agony she cannot leave behind, Hypatia turns from the path out of the catastrophe tear. Instead, she ventures deeper into the heart of the wound. But I feel like it still doesn't justify not voicing Augustus' interrogation. No. that's like, damn, I'm so disappointed with that part. From high above, two ant-like figures inch their way across the endless sea of white sand. They move along the edge of the tear zone, tracing its border like a long, deliberate ribbon, stumbling again and again, yet always rising, always pressing forward.
Is your body really enhanced by Aurum Secretum?
I'm no match for you, obviously. I know. I'll go look for her.
Sina steals a nervous glance at Helga, then quickly volunteers everything she's learned.
The detector signal matches the direction the Dis City spy fled. There's no doubt.
Why Sina suddenly become cooperative with Helga?
Dis City spy? What Dis City spy? You watch your tongue. You've seen it yourself the whole way. That girl is dedicated to Führer. She is no spy.
Yes.
Why is she so obedient so suddenly? What did Helga do to her? Oh, Helga is so scary. Oh my god, Helga is so scary. The two of them scour the edge of the catastrophic tear, searching each location thoroughly, but find only fake traces. Even at their closest approach, they can't tell if the distant figure is an apostle illusion or a living person. Helga give her a good lesson. Time spent here lowers the odds of survival with every minute. Desperate, Helga cups her hands to her mouth and shouts into the depths of the tear. Sina is okay now. I guess the legend are true. Beach slap is a healing spell. For a moment, the distant figure hesitates as if hearing something. She turns, gaze drifting dazedly over her shoulder. But she sees nothing. Perhaps she only imagined the sound. The girl turns away, swallowed completely by the dark. So technically in this story, not only Hypatia found a mom, he's also found a grandma. Helga trying to sit on two chairs. Long.
Ta-da! It's the moment they got blown to...
What? No! I thought it's gonna be like one extra more scene. It's surprisingly quick. Maybe because there's no puzzle. Do you Ola? Oh, play. Do you play Siancer? No, I don't. And a bro too. Quick? What quick? That is quick. It's still like what time is it? My previous stream is like the other
May
two
your heart be at peace
is
today.
like 3 hours.
Would you like a cup of soothing herbal tea?
What's wrong with Turbo? No, no. Compare the other two episodes. If you look at the archive, it was 3 hours. Now it's just like, wait, what time was that? 8, 9, 10, 11. It's almost like half an hour. This is not an interlude. We already we are already on the second part already. So yeah. So I'm guessing the next one we're probably gonna help Margaret. We don't know what happened to Margaret. Chapter 18, 19. Oh, they lock it. God damn it. Oh, this is the CG that makes everyone scream yesterday. Time to drink some martini with our chat, bro. Can't wait for interrogation. Why martini? Why not wine? You guys, are you guys even legally can drink already? Turbo gone bad. Yeah, the interrogation is immediately open, right? After the story over. It's not that we have to wait for a couple of days like usual. Is it? Going. Eh? When did the interrogation open, by the way? Where is it? Secret Abyss, Fated, Fallen, Radiant, Sense Operative, Gunfire, Top Secret, Critical, Suspect, Interrogation for Margaret, Ross, and Helga. But they don't mention when is it, so maybe they don't really announce it, aren't they? Combat the Thorny, the new area Fallen will be unlocked in Operation Summer Combat the Thorny now, not this one. Starting February, Master Chapter 9 to 13 and inside Master Chapter will have easy and normal. Oh, this is actually a really good one. Modes are failed, but the previous story mode will be disabled. Clearing easy difficulty will grant easy difficulty rewards, while clearing normal difficulty will grant both easy and normal difficulty rewards. Oh, this one is good. I think chapter 9 to 13 people, one of those gate that people have to start learning on the mechanic, because I remember one of the mechanic that they're being introduced is who is that, the big guy that you have to block with 2 blocker. Only Endura can do it. That is one why the most annoying one. That's when you probably start to need Endura. Yeah, there's no interrogation. Oh, there we go. More Margaret will be added to the game where you can access the interrogation through barrier interrogation after collecting the respective phase 1 evidence. Margaret and Helga interrogation will be available after February 14. So Margaret and Helga is tomorrow. Upon clearing NF Thorny roads, the Ross interrogation will be available after. But is it the same? Why they separated? Am I tripping? Upon clearing the Thorny roads to Dawn main story chapter, after. I don't understand. Like why they separate both Margaret and Helga and Ross. Can follow hard clearing and after February 14. Different department will release evidence of all faces for Ross. I have no idea. Divided by gender. Really? Why more? I don't like to be fake and secretive, yada yada. Why divided by gender? That's like some weird thing, but that's possible. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, trading. Is like the pick that spot is Ross. Oh, we have to pick that spot apparently. Mission Critical, Zoya. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, so tomorrow is gonna be the last one. I'm expecting some big foreshadowing, like how chapter was it chapter 14? Yeah, how we gonna give some big foreshadowing, because I feel like this one is so far feels like an interlude, which is understandable because it's a new chapter, but in my opinion is so far it's not as strong as Undercurrent. Undercurrent is it somehow feels more intense in my opinion. That is why I'm really expecting at the end there's gonna be like some foreshadowing, that really huge one, because Undercurrent foreshadowing is big, really big. Look at this. We got this, we got this, we got this, we got this. That is really good. It's something that you got excited at the end, like, what is this? Who is these people? So I'm really expecting as the start of the new. Will this be new trilogy like the rest? I don't know, but I'm expecting they going to foreshadowing something in the end. So yeah, they should be. Okay, they have to keep the hype up. Okay, so I'm gonna close it here. Thank you all for coming. Looking forward for tomorrow. Okay, this chapter is Hippa Stark, the origin. Actually, you might be right. Yeah, there's gonna full of Hippa in here. Okay, right. So I'm gonna close it here again. Thank you all for coming. Looking forward for tomorrow. If you can come, if you don't have any plan, feel free to join, and we will see the conclusion at this story chapter. Okay, until then, please take care and have a good night. Bye bye.